are
Listen,
happy.
dude, I'm done with it.
Dude, you've been done.
I'm still here.
For what? We'll see. Why? Because you just want to be a asshole.
You're right.
Then why the would you be in this competition,
I'm here.
bone face?
Why do you look 50 and you're 24?
What? What did you say? Go yourself.
Would you rather have the brand new PS5 or a weekend with these three lovely ladies and you do anything you want with them?
Wait, anything with them?
Like anything.
A whole weekend?
A whole weekend.
Damn, but the PS5 though, like it just.
I know.
Ah, damn, y'all beautiful though, but.
Hold on, what'd you say?
PS5 or us?
Oh,
bro, y'all beautiful, but I had a PlayStation 4 for 4 years, but I need a PS5.
God. My nigga.
That all up in me at one time. Don't try to make me take all that dick at one time.
Slow and easy.
He said, don't worry. I wouldn't do that to you. I would not rush all this dick up in you at one time. I'm going to take it easy on you. She said, okay, I think I can take it. So he laid down. The nigga rushed all that dick up in her.
Jammed it into there.
Jammed and round.
Like Jam City.
All kind of dick up in that girl at one time.
Dang.
And took her breath some more.
A win is a win. A win is a win. I don't care what y'all say. A win is a win.
Thanks for all your help. Bye-bye, Tanja. Bye-bye.
I want to do it the right way and learn some of the unwritten rules.
That's why I was talking about the seminar, so that we can get players to come down there and bring their grievance, their problem, how to catch a hooker, what you do to be a boss player, what do I say to my wife when I decided that I wanted to be a true player and walk out on the family. We need a seminar so we can teach these guys to give them the right understanding so they'll know, man.
You mean the world. Oh, it's I wanna. What'd you say, babe? What's wrong? Ooh, and oh, yes you do. That'll weaken me and so.
Am I not supposed to jam on that? Tell me how the fuck. Am I not supposed to whine on that? Am I not supposed to cry on that? How the fuck am I not supposed to jam on
afternoon. Who's Scully Blend?
Oh, yeah, Scully?
Excuse me, sir. Can my
Hello?
son get a free haircut for school, please?
We don't really do free haircuts inside of it. Well, mother say go get your son. I say go and get him, girl.
Okay. Okay, that's my son.
You say what?
My son.
How old you is now? Boy, you on the 12, boy, you on the 12 life, eh, boy. Scrum on, you see this megalodon like in the game, boy. Only flipping out muscle crumbs on the head.
How old you say you was again, boy?
Only 12, boy.
Boy, 12 and dog years, eh? Boy, you look greasy and hard, boy. You sure, you, boy? You sure, boy?
Yeah, boy.
Boy, you look like you try forklift and shut the hard, boy. Boy, try charge nigga 40, boy.
Boy, you in charge 40, boy.
Man, what you saying now, boy?
I'm saying nothing else, Baba. Sure, boy. What's up?
Why you shaking?
I ain't shaking.
You ain't shaking?
What's up?
Sit down, let me give you this all off here, boy.
What's up?
What's up, y'all? It's Cali West. Thank you for tuning in to another episode. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you're feeling this shit. Yeah. It's Wednesday. Halfway through the week, y'all. Hope y'all get to clap some cheeks this weekend. All right, y'all. So I do apologize for getting off to a late start. My boy XL Pro, he says like, share, and subscribe. Cash App, $ Cali West 1. He also says follow on X, formerly known as Twitter. Yes, sir.
My nigga.
Shout out to my boy Sky Daddy 4444. And I quote, womb donors at best, seek first. For real, for real.
You ain't lying.
Yeah. He also says, if Jesus can't save these hoes, why are you trying? Shout out to Minister Jack. All right, so with that being said, let's get on with the show. You feel me? I'm sure y'all don't just want to just hear me talk all night. Well, y'all want to hear me talk shit, but not lots of random shit. So let's talk about the topic at hand. We can get straight to the topic. Then after that, we got some time. I'm a bullshit party with y'all. Bullshit, you know what I'm saying? You know how we do. So yeah. All right. So as you see from the title, it says rapper caught his fiance with a man at the house he owns. God damn.
It's all bullshit. All of it.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
Oh. Who are these niggas?
I cried laughing when I read it.
You know what I'm saying? like, we need to stay away from these niggas.
Now, yo, if y'all see the video is kind of like, it's kind of a trip. And if there's any questions that y'all might have, I'm probably going to address it. You know what I'm saying? Once I show the video. All I got to do now is just pull it up. You dig? That's the only thing. Okay. Well, with that being said, where's it at? Okay, let me pull up my Facebook because I have it there. But reference from it. Let's see here. Let's see here. Interesting. Okay. Let's see here. Where's it at? Yeah, I do apologize. Well, at least the camera looking good. All right, ain't no glitching or nothing like that right now. Man, yo, YouTube is really doing a number on us. West. But yo, your boy Kanye West gonna be still coming on. I don't care if there's only one person watching, if there's 10 people watching, 5 people watching. Your boy Kanye West is gonna be on here until they kick me off. All right, so where were we? Oh, that's crazy. Now it's time to pull up the story. I can't even find it my own damn reference. Oh, here we go. Oh, I knew I had it somewhere. Okay. Boom. All right, here we go, y'all. I'm gonna share the screen. All right, now let's talk about this video. You know what I mean. Okay, let's get this old ass jit off the damn TV screen. Here we go. So, bam. All right. So he put some music on it, but here we go. Boom. Me of all the things. Oh, okay. So yeah, he got all right. Let me set it up. Because he all saying sad music and shit like that. Okay. Let me set it up. Since he wants some music. Okay, no, there we go. This is bright fitted. There we go. So he come home, yo. Check this out. He knocking on his own door. Yeah. His own door. Mm-hmm.
Holy Jesus. What is that? What the fuck is that?
Mm-hmm. Now he came out. Look at this girl. With these damn. I ain't gonna lie though. She kind of strapped. Okay, I see what he like. She definitely got them yams. Look at them thighs, boy. Okay, but why you coming outside my own shit? You know what I'm saying? What's the problem? Who you got over here? Because obviously somebody else's car is probably in the driveway or some shit. Okay. So, you know, he probably don't even got his strap on him, you feeling me? And he don't want to just run him in the house crazy because he don't want to get, you know what I'm saying, popped at his own house. Dude. Woo. Shit crazy, boy. Look, he trying to see what's going on. Like, man, who's trying to hide up in there? Yeah, because let's just be real. She was probably telling him why you home early, you know what I'm saying? You was supposed to be here. But he's like, what you mean I ain't supposed to be here? I came home early. It's my crib. But she's stalling Buddy out. Oh, well, you know, I got people sleeping and stuff like that. And, you know, you're like, really, bitch? And that's crazy, too, because this is his Ring camera. So whoever was up here he already knew. He's just really confronting her to see what the fuck she say and see what kind of bullshit excuse she coming up with. But don't worry, look, look, hey, get this. He gonna hear it from the horse's mouth, even though he already seen it on the tape. So obviously, look, some other nigga come out of his house super comfortable. Look. Oh, look, homeboy strapped. Look, hold up. Look like homeboy strapped. And dude, what does he have on his pants? Oh, wow. Damn. That's a cold, cold, cold thing.
Emotional damage.
Run! Go! Get to the chopper!
Got a girl. Drop her.
Yeah, you might as well, bro. Yeah, and and luckily for him, that's exactly what he did. If y'all don't know, he did that. He dropped the rice like a bad habit. So salute to bro for that. Why Beezy is his name. Okay. So at any rate, let me pull up the IG post because this story gets a little steamier, okay? Because essentially, she essentially tried to lie about what had happened. But it's crazy. Hold up. Where's that? Where's that? Let me find it. Oh, it's on his. It's on his IG. I might even have to talk about this again another night, but what can she sue him on? She's the one who had a man in her house. Uh-oh. Your boy glitching again. You know what? I wonder what is my Ethernet cord is. Maybe it's computer. Maybe it's a computer. Damn fucking. You know what? I probably just need a computer with a better video card. That's probably what it is.
I want to do it the right way and learn some of the unwritten rules.
That's why I was talking about the seminar, so that we can get players to come down there and bring their grievance, their problem, how to catch a hooker, what you do to be a boss player, what do I say to my wife when I decided that I wanted to be a true player and walk out on the family. We need a seminar so we can teach these guys to give them the right understanding so they'll know, man.
Okay, let's see here. Why Beezy? Instagram. It should come right up. And I really appreciate your patience for tuning in, though, for real. Y'all some real ones, for real. So, salute. For real, for real. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, at least he gave some explanation. Because look, he had posted a picture of him and the chick, right? And I don't know who the fuck he was talking about. Look. And look, so check this out. Look, I don't care. Look, there's a possibility that he might have had more than one girl, but I don't give a fuck. If he's still paying for a chick, I don't give a fuck. He's still paying a chick to be with you or whatever the fuck. She in violation. But anyway, he said that it's not the same chick. Okay, so the same chick I posted on my thumbnail is not the same chick that he's arguing with over here. Okay, all right. Good for you, YBs. All right. Oh shit! Hold up.
How you get my name tatted 3 times and then you act the way you are now? Like how you choose to act?
And then you acting like you talking to somebody new, and then of course they don't know you, Ryan. They don't know you.
Man, you acting like you never know what you done. Like you don't know what you done. Like you know what you did.
I know what I did.
Mentally, you don't know what you did.
I know what I did.
Okay, so stand on that.
I did.
Okay, so stand on it now.
I am.
Like,
I love you to the death of me, but I'm saying, like.
listen, you can wipe your tears because I don't want to hear that, because at the end of the day, if you really love me and care about me, you would have never did what you did. You would have never did what you did, bro.
Not that somebody love you. Like, it's so weird.
How you get my name tatted 3 times and then you act the way you are now? Like how you choose to act?
And then you acting like you talking to somebody new, and then of course they don't know you, Ryan. They don't know you.
Man, you acting like you never know what you done. Like you don't know what you done. Like you know what you did.
I know what I did.
Mentally, you don't know what you did? I know what I did. Okay, so stand on that. I did. Okay, so stand on it now.
I am.
Like,
I love you to the death of me, but I'm saying, like.
listen, you can wipe your tears because I don't want to hear that, because at the end of the day, if you really love me and care about me, you would have never did what you did. You would have never did what you did, bro.
Not that somebody love you. Like, it's so weird.
Congratulations.
How you get my name tatted 3 times and then you act the way you are now? Like how?
Man,
I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch.
cry me a motherfucking river, bro. I don't want to hear none of that shit. You done had a whole nigga, you know what I'm saying, run up on me and everything. What if he just started to be, you know, what if that gangster ass nigga just started to get active, cuz, you feel me? He wanted to get active, you dig? You know what I'm saying? He could have had his life ended over some hood rat ass bitch that he shouldn't even been with in the first place, unfortunately. Ain't that crazy? Mm-hmm. Just like that, man. Just like that. Now, let's see here. What we got here? So, let me read what it says on this message here. Check this out. So, apparently, she texted him. YB says, it ain't mine. How much y'all bet it ain't mine? This needs to be a prize picks. Am I wrong for saying fuck that, baby? Ooh. Now all of a sudden she pregnant. Ah, shit. So check this out. It says, what the fuck, yo? Why the hell you have me all over your social media and blogs without my consent? That's defamation. So get ready to go to court. I hope you know that that's so illegal, and you illegally evicted me, and I've been there for over 30 days. You're gonna regret all this. And he says, bitch, you played as fuck.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
I told you that was my cousin. No. He said, so, bitch, you said, no, bitch, you played as fuck. It'll be defamation if it was a lie. I have raw evidence, baby girl. Only thing I regret is ever fucking with you. Then he says, fuck your evidence. I'm on that video without my consent. I told you that was my cousin. That's why you ain't played the audio or crash out. You painting it like you caught us in bed or something. Oh, shit. Now, I'm going to just say this right now. I mean, yeah. Look, the sex already done happened. He was probably, look, you know what's crazy? Ironically, he probably caught them right on the way he was about to leave anyway. That's why he probably got his clothes on. And she got her clothes on, right? And he says, yeah, okay, look. And then, look, when she said that was my cousin, because remember, Lil Mish gave, what was her name? What's the name of that big booty chick who was dating the football player and it didn't work out? I think she was dating a football player. Or she dating a basketball player? Not Doja Cat. Something with cat. Something with a cat. I forgot her name. How can I forget her name? But she was on BMF. How can I forget her name? She got a big ass booty. But anyway, long story short is that's what he told her was, oh, that was my cousin. I was bringing them groceries in for her or whatever, right? I was helping her with groceries. So he goes and says, yeah, okay, little Mish, that nigga is not your cousin. Bye, bitch. And keep it up. And I'm going to tag your trifling ass and show your face in HD to the world. Lose my number. Then she sends him a pregnancy picture with a pregnancy test, as if that means anything. Check this out. Do you see this shit?
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? you don't find that suspicious.
Who are these niggas?
I cried laughing when I read it.
You know what I'm saying? like, we need to stay away from these niggas.
This is a sick Negro.
Now, let's check out the comment section. One guy says, now all of a sudden she's pregnant. We know she's lying. We know she's lying. Be like, oh, I'm pregnant.
Shut up, bitch.
Then Just Robin said, you gained a new fan. Love the way you handled it, brother. Then So Official says, it's okay, little Mish. For me, that took me out. Right, for real. That was actually funny. Now she hit you with the Google pregnancy test. Right. That you could get on. And you could, yeah, you know what's funny? You could actually do an image search and find that picture. That's what's actually so funny. And I've seen that picture a million times. Giving skit for promotion, but hey, nah, this ain't no skit. Trap Flower says, always go over your intuition. If you feel like something going on, there's something going on. Well, shit, his ring camera told him everything. He just wanted to see what she was going to say. Because, sometimes us as humans, we be wanting to hear someone's piss poor excuse because we kind of want to, at this point, our blood is boiling. He probably want to, at this point, he had a gotcha bitch moment. So, you know what I'm saying? He was not going to pass up confronting her. I mean, her, playing with his heart.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Yeah. So, like, damn, bitch. Well, you telling me that you couldn't just go to like a motel, hotel, and just be gone for a little while? But you see, you don't get it too. She can't really be around town with this guy either because guess what? It's gonna get back to YBZ. But I don't know. I guess she thought that he was gonna be too busy to catch the ring. Here's the thing is, women sometimes they get to be a little messy. But this dude had access to the ring camera. The ring tells you all the things, bro. Oh, look what his sister said. I feel I can see this on the screen. It says Keisha Cole says Keisha Cole, thank you. Full story will be posted tonight at 8 p.m. Look what Keisha Cole wrote. She says, you did right by walking away. It's not worth it, love. Stay on the right track. Your career soon will take off when you least expect it. All blessings your way, King. Yo, that's what's up. Yeah, man. Yo, the world's calling her out for her treachery, bro. That's all it is. The world's calling her out for her treachery. All right, so let's hear the back story of this. So he really, when he first posted it, it says, oh, well, I guess that's one reason why Keisha Cole probably references because she used his song for this video. But it says, just got off the plane, headed home after being on Rome, doing shows and getting booked. While I was gone, my fiance barely communicated. Mind you, I just bought her a 6-bedroom house and been paying all the bills, handling my role like a man. I get back in town earlier than expected, lost my keys, so I had to knock. She opens the door looking shocked, like she wasn't expecting me. A random dude walks out of my house. I looked at her and said, so this is what we got going on? Told her, I'm done. I'll be back and get my stuff out I'll be back to get all her stuff out of my place and remove moral of the story. Trust is good. Don't ignore the signs. Move smart, not with emotions. Control your feelings and how you react to things. Every reaction don't need reaction. This could have ended bad. Be careful who you love. Some people just want you to know all you can do for them, not you. More of the story. Well, he meant moral of the story. Moral of the story. Oh no, moral of the story. Walk away. Yeah, he meant moral of the story is walk away from anything that doesn't fit you. Now, I mean, it's funny that he says that, right? And I guess the truth is he's telling the truth. The truth is, though, it's like you knew your bitch was cheating. You didn't. It's like I don't think. You know what's crazy? I don't know. You know what? You know what's crazy? Maybe he didn't. You know what's crazy? Maybe he didn't even check the ring camera. Because you know what? Here's the thing about this. Here's the thing about surveillance, y'all. And this is a fact. People don't check the surveillance until shit goes bad, usually. Because shit, I can even honestly say that shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Shit. I got ring over here too and all that shit. All that ring and all that little security surveillance stuff. We have like that technology over here. But one thing I can definitely say is generally you're not, unless you're gonna sit down in front of your TV and monitor that shit. And he's too busy, running around doing shows and stuff like that. He probably doesn't even have time to even look at all these alerts. Plus, if you have Ring or any of these security systems, you get a whole bunch of alerts. Some alerts are different than others, which is cool. But still, like I said, you kind of more want it as a deterrent or as, just in case something happens. So he probably really didn't check his Ring camera. But when all this happened, he probably was like, oh, okay, let me roll that tape. But I don't know. Me personally, I still think there's a possibility that he already knew that someone was already there because he probably seen it on the camera already. Either way, he did the right thing and, you know what I'm saying, got rid of her ass. So it is what it is. So
congratulations, you played yourself.
Yeah. All right, y'all. So we 30 minutes into the program. It's time to party and bullshit. I've been meaning to play this video from the other day. So let's close this up. So remember that chick who, I guess who went viral? I seen Coach Greg Adams even play it. Remember I played it this weekend, but I played it the other day on Monday. But I'm about to play it again. And I'm going to give a little bit of a backdrop of this story. So check this out. Remember I played it in the beginning when I was getting ready. But I'm going to play it for y'all real quick just to refresh your memory for everyone who is joining in late. Check it.
No, but I'm not.
You mean the world. Oh, it's I wanna. What'd you say, babe? What's wrong? Emotional damage. Oh, yes you do.
Yo.
Jesus. What is that? What the fuck is that?
There's a lot to unpack here. And that's a terrible picture of her. I know it's funny. She's not an ugly chick. But that right there, that is a terrible shot of her. That's why you gotta watch how you be looking sometime, yo. That's why I'm very careful. Sometimes I see me touch my face and stuff like that. I be make sure I be all right because I'm always on camera. But yo, you know what she look like right here, bro? And like I said, I don't think she's an ugly woman. I actually think. Can I be honest with y'all? I think that she's a cute chick. I think if she was to lose a good amount of weight, she would actually be a hottie. Like, it's like she has all the good things that you would want from a chick. She kind of light-skinned-ish, right? You know what I'm saying? She looked like she has her own hair, kind of. I don't know. It looked like she has her own hair. She did have ass. You know what I'm saying? It's like she has the structure of a chick who should have a nice body, but the bitch got fat. And I might be able to pull up her IG in a second. Now, more contentious media comes through. What's up, Morphine? She says, hello, Mr. West and people in the chat. I appreciate you for tuning in, my love. XL Pro comes back and he's let me ask a question, XL Pro. What do you think about her singing? Did you like her singing?
Nope. Nope.
It was some good music though. Yeah, that 90s shit. My boy Toussaint says this brother has no leverage. In fact, that is true. You know what? You know what? I'm glad that you bring that up, Toussaint. And welcome. Thank you for tuning in, my brother. You know what I'm saying? He's coaching the Asian lifestyle. A man support man comes through. He says salute to Cali West and everyone in the chat. Yeah. Damn, I wish Monk Dan was in here tonight because he got on me about not finishing up this story. But one thing I do want to say before I get too far gone from my point, I don't think she's a bad looking chick. I just think that she just definitely needs to lose, maybe get some braces, do something about these grandma ass glasses and lose some weight. I think if she was to do that, I think she would be tolerable. And shut the fuck up. I mean, you just could shut the fuck up. That would probably help as well. Now, let's see here. Okay. I'm going to show y'all what old girl looked like right here. Let me show you what old girl looked like right here. I can't let this slide. And like I said, I don't think she's a bad looking woman, but but at the same time, like I said, people definitely got to be mindful how they look to people in public and shit. You dig? Where's it at? Do y'all see this? Hold up. This is what she looked like to me, bro. Right now. That's how she looking right the fuck now, bro. Let me see if can I get this larger? Why I want to get larger, bro? Why I want to get larger? Hold up. It won't let me make it bigger than that? Oh, okay, here we go. There we go. Do y'all see this? Can y'all see this? This is what she looked like right here. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying.
He ain't lying.
Bruh. And like I said, okay, so I'm over here talking shit about her. I shouldn't be talking shit about her. She might fuck around and hear that shit, and her husband might want to fight me. But yo, real talk though. Like I said, I don't think she's a bad looking woman. I just think she needs to lose some goddamn weight. I ain't got cap though. That's about it. Now, let me read the chats because I like to give love to the chats because that's what helps my channel grow, and it helps with interaction. A man support man said, "Did you see the female comments to this video? LOL." I have seen some, and in matter of fact, I might pull it up and we might just address it. More contentious media says she's not even happy. She's not even that big, LOL. She's just happy. Morphine. I didn't say. Did I say that? I didn't say that she was morbidly obese, or if she was. She's not morbidly obese. Like, a matter of fact, look, she's not morbidly obese. A matter of fact, look, here's one video. She's not morbidly obese. Remember, y'all, she probably didn't hear me, but gang, I said that she has the body. She has the structure of someone who has a nice body. Look, here we go. Now look, She's covering up because she got a belly because she you know, she's a little insecure about her belly. But look at her body. She got a fat ass. For what it's worth, she got some turkey legs, but there's some nice turkey legs. Hey, turkey legs be looking kind of good sometimes. But look, if she was just to get on her shit, she'd be a good looking woman. She's not a bad looking chick. Like I said, she'll lose her weight, get rid of them goddamn glasses, stop being so goddamn obnoxious. She'll be just fine. She's not a bad looking woman at all. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, she's even kind of she's looking kind of cute. It's just, she needs to lose fucking weight. I'm sorry, y'all. I mean, even if she's not that big, and I mean, we see that she's happy, but is he happy? The question is he happy? Now, yes. Does he need to lose some weight his goddamn self? Yes, because he's not in the best shape himself. You feel me? No cap. He in the best shape in himself. But here's the thing. At the same time, though, what men provide in a relationship is not the same thing that women should provide in a relationship. But, you know, I guess Water is, you know, is on level. A man support man said that big means, he said that big means she big. Facts. Tucson 32 says she's a happy drunk. At least she's having fun. LOL. Well, yeah, here's the thing. All right, here's the thing. You know what's so funny? I guess if I wouldn't mind if my girl was acting like obnoxious like that, but she just left me the fuck alone. Look, if she want to go and all she want to do, as long as she leave me the fuck alone. But guess what? The problem is she was bothering him. Let him just vibe out and just chill. You feel me? Now, man support man says she was really having fun on their trip. She wouldn't be recording, shaking my damn head. Ooh, facts. Hey, facts.
He ain't lying.
Now, excellent pro, like, damn. Then, more contentious media said she's not cute, West. Oh, boy. She ain't ugly. What is she, ugly? Morphine, is she ugly? And here's the other too. Cute can mean a lot of things. Like, you know, she's kind of cute. Like, you know, is she fine? Is she gorgeous? Has she got a beautiful face? No. But she's cute. Like, you know, like Tweety Bird cute. More contentious media says it doesn't matter how much she lose, she's gonna still look like that. All right. Okay. You know what? Hey boys, y'all know exactly what I mean, right? Tell me, would she not look at least a little bit? Matter of fact, we're gonna go to her page real quick. I think her name is the real Miss something, right? What's her name? The girl is not an ugly woman, bro. See here, let's see here. The real. She's been getting very popular. The real, what do you call it? Let's see here. And goddamn, dude? AT&T, count your motherfucking days, man. Count your motherfucking days. Okay. The real. Does anyone know her real name? The real Mrs. something. Mrs. Johnson and Mrs. Jenkins or some shit like that. Let's see it. Does anyone know in the comment section? Now, more contentious media says that's not a fact. She still would be recording her fun. Here's the thing. You know what I do when I'm having fun? I might record for a little second, but then I stop. But here's the thing, though. She's forcing the issue by trying to make him join in on your recording. So are you really having fun? A man support man says, laughing my fucking ass off. They says, Cali West, she ain't ugly, she ain't cute. She's just not my type. Right. Look, hands down, look, yo, I keep on telling y'all and everybody that, yo, even when we don't think someone's not that great looking, somebody's gonna think that she's attractive. Now, more contagious says, I agree with man support man. Laughing out skinny does not mean cute. Look, call it look. Like I said, if this chick was if this chick right here was to lose some guy, hold on, let's see here. If this chick right here was to lose some goddamn weight, she'd be that much more appealing to a nigga, bro. She'd be that much more appealing to many men. Like I said, his thing, morphine. Most women are not that fine. I mean, let's just keep it a buck. Not many people I can say, oh my God, she's so fine. A lot of times, here's the thing, a lot of times that, sometimes it's not just your beauty, it's really your booty. You feel me? Not all, all y'all have different attributes. I mean, here's the thing. You know what? There's a saying that there's only 10 tens. Not many women are drop dead gorgeous. And like I said, I mean, like she's kind of a geek, kind of a nerdy. She's a little goofy. But let's bring up this video one more time because her looks is neither here nor there. What I do want to bring up is the fact that, one, why is she trying to force Buddy to have a good time? But two, what I do want to point out is the fact that what it says in this comment. It says, the day I noticed, let me make this larger. Well, that's what she said. The day I realized my husband didn't want me. He says, I kept trying to get his attention. He looked at other girls like he was embarrassed of me. Shit, can I be honest with you? I'm embarrassed for his ass, bruh. I ain't even gonna cap, bruh.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
I was embarrassed for him in this video. So, a lot of women, man support man want me to read the comments, but here's the thing. I don't remember her IG name, and I don't think that it'll pop up, and I guess I could search it, but that's really neither here nor there. But what I do want to point out is, if y'all go and do the research on her and her husband, the chick is not a bad looking chick. She's just big and just a little impulsive and just a bugaboo. Now, what I do want to show is something from the past. Look what she said from this previous interview, because I guess they are a newly wed couple or something like that. Check this out.
Got him. We fucking got him.
What does it say right here?
Right where we want him.
What does it say? And shout out to Drewski. You know what? I like actually Drewski. Drewski is actually funny to me. But look, it says, finally convinced him to come on a cruise after years of cruising alone. What does that tell y'all?
That all up in me at one time. Don't try to make me take all that dick at one time.
Slow and easy.
He said, don't worry. I wouldn't do that to you. I would not rush all this dick up in you at one time. I'm going to take it easy on you. She said, okay, I think I can take it. So he laid down. The nigga rushed all that dick up in her.
Jammed it into there.
Jammed and rammed.
Like Jam City.
All kind of dick up in that girl at one time.
Dang.
And took her breath some more.
Now, straight up and down, it is pretty obvious that old girl was getting her throw shit on. Look at her face. If she, look, Morphine, you can say whatever the fuck you want. I think if this bitch was to lose about a good 50 to 75 pounds, and she wasn't so obnoxious, you probably wouldn't even mind letting her eat your poom poom. And you probably wouldn't mind eating her poom poom. I'm telling you, you'd be so surprised how their look can transform when they lose weight, bro. I know I'm telling you. Yeah, you love that auntie, though. You love that auntie. Now, More Contentious says, I'm sorry if my man can't be goofy with my man. No, he said, I'm sorry if my man can't be goofy. If I can't be goofy with my man, then I don't want him. If you're worried about what other people think than me, that's an issue, LOL. Okay, all right, I hear what you're saying, but here's the thing. What if you're not really so much worried about what other people think? What if you just kind of want to vibe though? Like, so you tell me, Morphine, if I'm your man, right? And here's the other two. I don't mind a goofy chick, but here's the thing: there's a difference between being goofy and being obnoxious. Now, here's the thing: if I'm kind of a reserved person, then I'm going to be a reserved person. You know what I'm saying? It all depends. Like, yeah, there's a time and place for everything. You feel me? So now, if he is starting to act funny now when he's out, but from what I see, and maybe because and here's another too, not many people are comfortable with a camera in their face either. Not many people are comfortable with camera in their face and all that stuff. And there's a time and place for everything but being goofy. Maybe she was being overly goofy. So what? So because you're my woman, I gotta put up with your overly goofiness all the time. Who says women don't even take man's bullshit all the time. So why do we have to take your bullshit all the time? I don't know. I'm a little confused. More contentious media. Talk about sexy ass auntie. You love that auntie. And you know what? I think that's one of the Righteous Fear members, auntie too, for real. Yeah.
Round and round.
Like Jam City.
But my concern is, see, y'all worried about what she said, well, about how he acting now. What I'm worried about is how she was acting before. Because see how she was drinking? See how she was drinking? She with her man. I mean, I ain't saying that she shouldn't get drunk. She on a cruise. I was on a cruise. I mean, shit. That's, truth is, one of the reasons why I probably wouldn't go on a cruise is one, is because I seen Titanic. And two, I smoke. You feel me? We can't be smoking on these trips, on these carnivals. So guess what? You know what I'm saying? I would definitely probably be getting my drink on all the fucking time if I was on a cruise. But if she was on a cruise alone so many times, or she was going cruises alone, she was getting fucked? Man, she was getting banged out, bruh. Banged out.
You're a victim. There we go, CSI.
For what it's worth, I wish I was able to find her page, because there's other videos of her with other outfits that she wore on a cruise when she was with her man. And some of those outfits was looking kind of nice. Some of them outfits had me like, okay, I'll fuck her. I could see why he got with her. I'm telling you, if you one of these days when I'm more contentious, I'm probably gonna have to inbox you or send you the link. But she's not a bad looking chick. She's obnoxious and just a little bit heavy. I ain't saying that she's too. I'm not saying that she's not. I ain't trying to say that. All I'm saying is that I think if I to be honest with you, the less you weigh, the more shit we could take. Yo, write that down, Morphine. The more you weigh, the less you weigh, the more shit we could take.
He ain't lying.
I'm just being real.
My nigga.
I'm just being honest. Want to take your shit? Yo, you have to be within a certain weight threshold. I'm just saying. Am I wrong, man? Support man. I'm just saying though, bro. Now, so a lot of people are feeling bad for her, but the way I look at it is that shit. Why didn't your ass see all that time you spent on this cruise? Why ain't no spend no time in the damn gym and work out a little bit? How about that? You feel me?
You sell out! It's all bullshit. All of it.
Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna stick on her weight. Only because she has the potential. She don't have any kids. And she doesn't look that old. She looks like she could be 30 plus maybe. She looks like she could be 30 plus. But if she get on her shit now, she could probably not have to go get all cut up. You feel me? But unfortunately, if this dude divorced her because he want to go and deal with some flatback or some smaller women, guess what she's gonna do? She's gonna lose all that weight.
He ain't lying.
Got to know exactly who you are. Lord have mercy. We must stay focused, brothers. We must stay focused.
Ooh, a man supporting man says the less she weighs, the cuter the face, the more shit a man will go put up with her.
My nigga.
Fact. I'm telling you, yo, man, woman losing a lot of weight will change a lot about how she looks. Like, I've seen some chicks who look good, and if I can find these videos, sometimes I be having so many videos I be wanting to react to, but I be having limited time, and then, you know, on the next show, it's on to the next one. You feel me? But yo, I must say, there are some chicks who look damn good thick, but when they got slimmer, they still look good. They still look good. It was like, you know, yeah, yes, as black men, we do like some thick thighs and a fat butt, but trust me, that thick thighs and fat butt could get a little redundant, bro. I think the only thing that doesn't get old is a woman who is, you know, maybe 5'10", no, maybe 5 foot, 5 foot, you know, 5 foot to 5'3", with an athletic body. That never gets old. You know what I'm saying? Slim builds, you know what I'm saying? Slim builds, man, they it. I'd rather give me a slim bitch and make her get thick. You know, but, you know, thick bitches are very good for big time fun. More contention media says, I'm officially offended for all the thick girls around the world. Oh, girl, that's because you guys gained a little bit of weight. I ain't gonna lie, them titties are looking kind of good, dog. I don't know. I was kind of wondering, I was like, did she just fuck around and get pregnant on a nigga? I don't know. You was looking like you low-key got pregnant. But I was like, you know, let me just see what happens. Let me just see and find out. But low-key, your ass is looking a little pregnant, so I don't know. I don't know, is that you, you know, getting a little older, young lady? You know what I'm saying? You ain't no spring chicken no more. That could just be your old, you know what I'm saying, older woman genes kicking in. But I don't know what day that was, but I know them titties was sitting right, though. I'll tell you that. They was sitting right. But thick girl. How much you weigh again? I don't even know if you're technically could be considered thick. But tell me your weight dimensions again, because you're about 5'2". You're not very tall. So tell me how much you weigh again. It was like 135 or something like that. Now she said, I know a couple of men that want me to gain my weight back. Oh my God. Really? How thick were you? God damn it. Jesus. She said, I know a couple of men that would love for me to get 180 pounds again. Because here's the thing. It probably looks good on you. And look, here's the thing. Can I be honest with you? You know, they say that you got to be more over 180 to be a lady. That's what they say in the hood. You feel me? And guess what? I say, look, and women, I can honestly say that she could be 180 pounds, depending on how tall she is. It might look really good on her. Like, let's just say, for example, if it's mostly her tits and then her ass, and then maybe goes to the thighs, black men tend to like that. Like, you know, we kind of like the voluptuous figure. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. That's in the African roots or something. I don't know. Dark King and everything and nothing says sitting right. Cheer. Wanna fight? Yeah. Salute, my G. She said, I weigh 160 pounds, 5'5". Okay, not too bad. I just am a little thick. Y'all ass could still get picked up. But damn, I'm surprised. I would not think that she was 160 pounds. At all. Now, Dark King and everything says salute to Kelly West and the chat. I appreciate you what you can name, my G. Salute.
My nigga.
Yeah. Talk about these thick hoes. Talk about thick hoes. Morphine. Here you go, thick hoe for you right here.
Let me tell you something. All right. Let me tell you something. 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 Let me tell you something.
Now something was definitely in the water.
I'd buy that for $1.
Did I have? You know what? What else did I have for y'all? I know I had something else. Oh, here we go. When I told her to show your talent. God damn. That's a thick ass Asian, for real. God damn. Shit, pump a nigga up. Shit. Now, well, I got my trick back for y'all. We got about another 14 minutes or so. Oh, shit. Yo, you know, things are going to get really tough November 1st. So a lot of people are going to probably be in this position. Check it.
That was good.
Wow, that was really fun. Much needed, thank you.
Before you go, remember that you were going to help me paying for the rent.
Yes, but I wasn't going to help you with money. I was going to help you with prayer. Pray with me. Heavenly Father, please allow this lady to pay her rent on time or as close to it as possible. Father, thank you. Amen. Blessed.
No, he didn't.
Really him. Really him. You're a victim. Here we go, CSI.
Sheesh.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
I don't know. I wouldn't suggest with that. Y'all have to fuck around, get in trouble. You know what I'm saying? She might try to put a fucking false accusation on your ass. Now, more contentious media says, listen, if you want a voluptuous woman, it's not going to be under 150 pounds, especially if you add muscle mass. Well, here's the thing, though. You know, true voluptuous women are naturally voluptuous. Like, for example, like, who's voluptuous? Like, there's some women who, even though they have a slim stomach, but there is some truth to what you're saying, though. Like, think about it. A lot of these chicks that we say that are voluptuous are essentially low-key, technically, by clinical standards, obese. There is a technical truth to that. But think about it. For you to be voluptuous, you have to have additional fat. So yes, because voluptuous is not an athletic body. Voluptuous is like, I don't know, Buffy the Body. Like, she was voluptuous, but she was on a meal plan to kind of keep her thick in certain places. But technically, by clinical definition, she was technically obese, technically. And then more contentious media says, holding 101, get the money first. Facts. That is true. That is true. Interesting how you know about that, Morphine.
But shh, don't tell nobody.
Now, what else I got in this trick bag for y'all? For y'all good people for tonight. Oh, did I play with this for y'all? But check this out. This dude found out his chick was fucking with a rapper behind his back. Check it.
By the time I found out my bitch was cheating on me with a rapper, right? I'm gonna tell y'all who the rapper is at the end, too. So shit crazy. It was a regular day, right? My bitch ain't picking up the phone, so I'ma pull up and see where she at. I get to her crib, her car gone, but in the driveway it's a blue Corvette. But I get upset, I'm thinking like, damn, I seen her before, can't remember what at. Thinking real hard, and then that shit hit me, her best friend house. Let me call her B-Vet. I'm like, what's up, twin? What's up, friend? You heard from my girl? Not since 10. Don't you got her low? Nah, this a new phone. I gotta tell her to send it again. Hey, quick question. Remember that blue Corvette that was parked next to your Lexus? She like, what blue car? Oh, that blue car? Yeah, that's my little brother, Lil Boo car. See, I know Lil Boo. He ain't never had cake, so I know Lil Boo can afford that car. But we still on the phone, so I'm just like, okay, I just sent that motherfucker. That motherfucker hard. Side bitch calling, but I'm not in the mood. Cause my main bitch got me confused. I'm trying to figure out who fucking dude, and I'm trying to catch a little bitch in the groove. I walk up the stairs, I knock on the door. You would think ain't nobody at home. Put my ear to the door, now I'm about to crash out. Cause I swear I just heard this bitch moan. I'm kicking the door till this motherfucker fall. I swear to God, y'all, I'm in the zone. God, if a nigga in here, I'm sending them home. For commissary on my phone. Walk down the hall while I'm gripping my steel. Thinking like, damn, is this bitch for real? Some of these hoes straight up be a dentist. By the way these hoes playing your grill, I bust in the room, she cover her head. He ran out the bed, he fell on the floor. I said, you moved and you dead. He lift up his head, she fucking on money bag, yo.
Sheesh.
Emotional damage.
Hey, for what it's worth, my G, Makai Fife took one of my hoes.
Don't tell nobody.
It wasn't really my hoe, but it was a chick who used to like me at my job. But yeah, like your boy was certified in there, you know what I'm saying, with a hottie, but you know what I'm saying, Makai Fife met her at a party. Once Makai Fife met her at a party and she mentioned it to me, yeah, she tried to act like, you know, it was no big deal. But guess what? If it was no big deal, then why your ass go ghost when your ass look after you already told me?
Nasty bitch.
Yeah, it's a cold thing, but it is what it is, bro. You know, hey, y'all, everything happens for a reason. More contentious media says, don't be asking me no questions, Mr. West. I didn't ask you no questions. It's because of how I phrased it. You know, that's a rhetorical question. Like, I never asked you to answer that. I said, how do you know about that? You know, that was a rhetorical question. Yeah. Yeah.
He ain't lying.
Now, a man supporting man says, it happened to you too. Man, I think that shit done happen to everybody, boy. For real, boy.
Emotional damage.
Shit, man. That should be crazy. Hey, have y'all ever was like fucking with a girl? This probably hasn't happened to y'all in a long time. But yo, have y'all ever been fucking with a chick and you thought she was real, but then somebody told you that your girl was fucking around on you? And that moment your eyes almost fucking turned into stone, like your ass be stuck, bruh. You know what I'm saying? When you guys find out some news and you didn't expect to hear that shit, boy. That shit, that hurt, boy, for real, boy.
Really him. It's really him. You're a victim. Here we go, CSI.
Telling you. More contentious media says, I swear to God, if my man fucked Beyonce, I'm not gonna care and I'm gonna want to know what she smell like. But morphine, of course, because you're a woman. Here's the thing. All right. You know what's funny? As much as you mentioned that. You know one thing I end up realizing is that if a woman likes a guy enough, she will fuck over almost anybody. And when I say anybody, I'm saying like, shit. Her best friend could have been dating the guy for years, but then now he's single, and then the opportunity meets where he could fuck with her. Guess what? She will fuck with him. And one of the reasons why she'll fuck with him, other than the fact that she probably thought he was cute all the time, but one of the reasons why she thought he was cute in the first place was because he was fucking with her friend. Pre-selection is a motherfucker. So yeah. So here's the thing. Here's the thing. You'll be impressed that he was able to pull a Beyonce or anyone like her, right? Unfortunately, for men, it's different. You know, we taking prime. Here's the thing, Morphine. Men are very possessive creatures. So if our woman or whoever we're paying for or whoever we're loving on or loving on gives it to somebody else, then, you know, we feel betrayed because the only thing that she really has to offer, to be honest with you, is monogamy. You know, whether y'all want to come for 50-50, 50-50 relationship or not, you know, all that is null and void if you can't get monogamy from, from that woman, you know. I didn't make the rules. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Emotional damage.
Yeah. It'd be like that. Hey, better to find out now than to find out later. That's what I say. Plus, I believe everything happens for a reason. Talk about everything happens for a reason. Check this out.
Take his lunch. Oh, okay. They told me not to fold his laundry. They told me not to pay for dates. Okay. Take me through there. Take me through there. What you talking about? Pack that nigga lunch.
Yo, you heard what Sis said? Pack his lunch. Take me there. Take me through there. Take me through there. Yeah.
They told me not to make his lunch. Oh, okay. They told me not to fold his laundry. They told me not to pay for dates. Okay. Take me through there. Take me through there. What you talking about? Pack that nigga lunch.
She said, pack that nigga lunch.
He ain't lying.
For real. Salute to Sis, man. Salute to Sis. I'm proud of you, Sis. I'm proud of you.
They told me not to make his lunch. Oh, okay. They told me not to fold his laundry. They told me not to pay for dates. Okay. Take me through there. Take me through there. What you talking about? Pack that nigga lunch.
More contentious makes a good point. She says a woman could be territorial. It's the same shit. I'm just not her. Well, here's the thing. Women don't really know what they want. Let's just put that out there. One, y'all don't even know what the fuck y'all want. Maybe you specifically, Morphine, but women in general don't know what the fuck they want. Reason being is, you know how many women will not date a man if she finds out that he doesn't have access to many women or he hasn't had that very expensive woman? Well, they'll be with him, but they'll be with him if she wants to use him. But guess what? The man that she ideally wants to lead her and love her and protect her and hold her arms and dick her down, she wants a dude who's able to pull. She wants to be the envy of her friend, okay? So, but here's the thing. At the same time, especially black women want a man who could get any woman that he wants, but he takes his heart and gives it to her, which is totally fantasy, because guess what? Any man who has access to any woman is going to have access to more than one woman. That woman who decides to be with that man has to make a decision to say, you know what? I'm willing to be with this man so much that I'm willing to deal with the fact that I'm going to share him, or, you know, well, and in actuality, you're not really sharing him, because guess what? If he's still paying your bills and he's still taking care of you and still loving on you, you know, he can only do that to one woman, maybe two at a time. But, you know, everybody else is just fun. But the truth is, more contentious, women still want men who have experience with women. And he said, we all want women or men that everybody wants. That's not true. That's not true. That's false. That is false. Men, here's the thing. Men, we don't give a fuck if our friend don't like a bitch. This is the thing. What do you mean? Look, yo, our friend, Morphine, our friends could tell us, yo, man, this chick, she has a past, man. I don't know if you should be messing with her. And the man would still go and fuck with her and still give her a chance. Morphine, a woman, look, if a girl's friends group does not like you, more than likely she's gonna dump you. Men don't operate the same, so I would totally disagree with that. Nah, I definitely disagree.
Got to know exactly who you are. Lord have mercy. We must stay focused, brothers. We must stay focused.
But I like that. I like that discussion, though. Very interesting discussion. See, we need to take notes because you and I, we might have to sit down and actually discuss this on air. Like these, what you're saying right now. This is some great talking points, and we should discuss it. This is very good. The difference between women and men dynamics. Boom. That's a topic right there. Now, she says we just want them for different reasons. We all want some type of exclusivity to each other, just probably different. Well, you know what's crazy? Although men don't necessarily need reassurance from other men, but here's the thing. The truth is, even if a man thinks that his chick is lame and all that, there's going to be somebody who's going to like her. Well, I don't know. I don't think that's ever really, trust me, what our friends think is not really on the top of it. I would say on a list of 10 things, that would be probably the least. She says women do the same. Women disown their own families for men all the time. Oh yeah. All right. All right. Aha. It's funny you mentioned that. Look, there's always going to be an anomaly. Like, for example, this psychiatrist helped this guy break out of jail, and like 5 years later, she was found dead in like the hotel, the psychologist. And the psychologist left her own husband and kids to go run off with this dude. So here's the thing. I'm speaking in general. We can't really specify every situation, but I'll say this much. And I don't know if you agree or disagree with me on this, fellas, or morphine, or ladies, but yo, a woman would disown her family before she disown her friends.
He ain't lying.
Yo, a woman's friend group is actually almost even more important than her family, to me. More contingent meaning says women neglected children for men. He said women neglected children for men. What are you talking about? I don't know what the reference is. I don't know what the reference is in regard to, but I don't know. But like I said, it kind of goes to my last talking point, which I said was women would disown their family before they disown their friends. For some reason, a woman's social circle is very important, even if she decides to change that social circle. So if she feels like she's too rich to chill with these friends anymore, or she's in a different lifestyle than these friends, she has no problem cutting off her old friends. She has no problem with cutting off her old friends to go get with a guy. I never said that either. What my point is that women will base their relationship. A woman could be okay with a man until her friends and family feel like she shouldn't be okay with it. Man, I ain't gonna cap. Let's see here. What else I got for y'all? I'm gonna show you one more thing, and then maybe I'm gonna call it. Oh, I have to play this. This is very important, y'all. Check this out.
And that many of these early radical feminists were not about women's choice or whatever. They fully just wanted to break apart the family unit because they believed that marriage is inherently oppressive and that childbirth is inherently oppressive to women. So they're not about women's choice. They just want women to literally have abortions or take contraception and not have kids at all.
These group of women more than likely were people who may have been oppressed in their own households, and as a result of that pain they were motivated by it and began to create destructive policies, campaigns, and all of these things that weren't, you see, you never give power to somebody who has been just wounded or wounded in their soul, because they will try their hardest to make everybody live according to the pain they went through, or they'll try and implement policies according to their skewed view of things, and the skewed view of things that they have is based on the pain within their heart, which they've got from whatever experience they've had. They need to heal so that they can see clearly.
Yo, these niggas is gonna have to stop paying me for this advertising. I've been meaning to cut out these people's advertising, but it is what it is.
He ain't lying.
Let's see here. Said, okay. I think I went over that already. Now, yo, did you hear that shit that she said? And guess what? Even though with all that negative shit, she's still all for it, though. That's what's crazy. She's all for it.
Run! Go! Get to the chopper!
5 things I learned from this book called Cult Feminism. Basically, all of the early radical feminists broke apart their families, abandoned their children, or had abortions, and were basically hoes who slept around at a time when it wasn't even socially acceptable to do so. They were also all involved in witchcraft of some kind, and feminism has a long, long history with witchcraft and the occult, because feminists have known that feminism is completely incompatible with Christianity because it seeks to invert the natural order of things where men are the leaders. It wants women to be the leaders, and also it seeks to invert the fact that women are supposed to be nurturing and creators of life, and wants to invert that by having women kill their own children or just reject having children altogether.
If you want to invade a land or take over a territory, you usually look at the prevailing system, the way of life of the people who live there, and then you've got to work out a way to either destabilize or subvert or destroy that culture, because so long as that culture prevails in that place you're trying to take over or overcome, you're not going to be able to win.
That many of these early radical feminists were not about women's choice or whatever. They fully just wanted to break apart the family unit because they believed that marriage is inherently oppressive and that childbirth is inherently oppressive to women. So they're not about women's choice. They just want women to literally have abortions or take contraception and not have kids at all.
These group of women more than likely were people who may have been oppressed in their own households, and as a result of that pain, they were motivated by it and began to create destructive policies, campaigns, and all of these things that weren't, you see, you never give power to somebody who has been just wounded or wounded in their soul, because they will try their hardest to make everybody live according to the pain they went through, or they'll try and implement policies according to their skewed view of things, and the skewed view of things that they have is based on the pain within their heart, which they've got from whatever experience they've had. They need to heal so that they can see clearly.
Oh, that's what you agree with, morphine? I kind of more like to hear what she has to say, because, you know, that sounds, I don't know if that's necessarily true. I think the truth is, here's the thing. You got to understand why, here's the thing. You can't ask about who, it's about why. Why do feminism want to have this control and authority? First off, the Bible's been talking about women in authority and having power when they should have been powerless, and how that could be detrimental. You know, he's not really saying anything really necessarily new. And just go figure too, who benefits? You got to also ask yourself too, who benefits from this fractured system? Who benefits from having to tax one person and then being able to tax 2 people? Who benefits from that? Think about it. Any questions you have about feminism or any laws or anything like that, just follow the money. Basic psychology. Well, I mean, a lot of things was very elementary, very psychology 101. My boy Messer O with the info come through and says, salute. I appreciate you, G. Shout out to the coach gang. More contentious media says, cut the fuck up. Cutting the fuck up. They was Sandra's. Duh. Well, hey, ain't you a feminist, Marlene? Ain't you a feminist?
You don't find that suspicious? 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 You don't find that...
Gotcha. Gotcha.
more contentious media says the Bible isn't the oldest religion in the Bible was also used against blacks and enslaving them. So there is that. Oh boy, here we go again.
Oh. Who are these niggas?
I cried laughing when I read it.
You know what I'm saying? like, we need to stay away from these niggas.
Man, this is the righteous fear. We are Christian brothers here. We're very versed in our Bible. But I'll tell you this much, though. The fact that the Bible is not the oldest religion. You know what's even older than the Bible? Slavery.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
People have been putting people in slaves since the longest, since the beginning. Ever since someone was able to pick up a rock and hit someone against the head, people have been bossing people around since the longest. Like animals, look, you're kind of finding out animals do this. This is something that's, I'm not saying that, oh, it's right, but this is just something that is part of nature. And that slavery is right at all, but just know, I don't know if you know this, but you know everybody at one point in time was a slave at one time in history. You know, maybe not antebellum slavery or chattel slavery as we know it, but slavery has always been around. So, my point is, the reason why I reference the Bible is because guess what? This dude that you were talking about, oh, I agree with him. That dude ain't saying nothing that we know already. Besides, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it sounds good what he's saying, but guess what? I mainly want to hear what she had to say. And look, I'm sorry, that young man is probably 30 years old. I done probably lived at least twice of his lives already. So, you know, but I'm well versed enough to know from Sunday school that the Bible warned against women in power. Like, for example, I never went to a church that had a woman pastor or any of that bullshit. Okay. I went to old school Baptist churches. And, you know, I had a Jamaican Baptist preacher who was not afraid to say the bad things about what women do. And, you know, yeah. But that's a whole other topic in itself. But yeah. Now, more contentious media said there was actually clear they didn't like man at all. And I agree with dude. Okay. You know, good for you. More contentious media says the Bible isn't the oldest religion. Oh, and guess what? Oh, and by the way, third point. All religions enslave black people. What about the Jewish settlers in Nantucket, Louisiana? What about the Indians enslaving other Indians? Have you ever seen the movie Apocalypto? What about what's that thing called? The Woman King and all that stuff. Do you know the Woman King represented a country that was actually selling Africans to the Europeans? Did you know that?
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
This is a sick Negro.
Telling you, man, look, it gets deeper than you think. It says, oh, you make a factual point and statement. It's all about the money. Yeah, it's always about the money. Even slavery. It says, no, I'm not a feminist. Yeah, you got a little bit. Yeah, you got a little bit of feminist qualities. Okay. Remember you called me that red pill extremist feminist? I ain't never forgot that. More contentious media says, I love black men. I'm definitely prejudiced though. Oh, right. I mean, I know you like the brothers, you know. So, you know, salute to you. And, you know, here's the thing. We love the sisters too. I just think that I just kind of feel like if we were able to get through to most sisters, I think y'all would be able to compete. But I think that y'all selves are your own worst enemy. If that makes any sense. Like, for example, sisters are not willing to be honest to each other. You know, and I could go on and on and on about that. But this is interesting. She said the righteous should be Hebrews, not Christians. But that's another conversation. I'm not a religious person. I'm a lover of history and science. Look, check this out. I don't go based off of what anybody else think. This is the righteous spirit. We some Christian brothers up in here. I ain't saying that. Look, and you know so funny too. Truth is, the righteous spirit does actually have Hebrew members. We do have Israelites. We actually do have Catholics, and we do actually have Muslims here. You know, we got my boy Shabazz coming through all the time, bro. You feel me? So look, we all. But guess what? All of these religions still respect the fact of Christianity. And do you know, by the way, that the Bible is even still recognized by most of these same religions? Even do you know the Bible is just one book of the chapters in the Jewish teachings. The Bible is actually part of it. It is not. It is actually, we got Torah, but then the Bible is part of their teachings that a lot of people don't realize. So, think about it. It's kind of a trip when you start talking about this religion thing. More contentious meaning says, but the Bible had women in power in it, and it talks about it. So why I don't want to have this conversation? All right. Okay. And first off, any woman of power throughout history all got their power derived from men. There's no woman in the Bible. No, look, as a matter of fact, I even go as far as to say this much. There is no woman in history books at all who sees power from themselves physically or by legislative or by conversation or by convincing people to let her lead. Other than Joan of Arc. Joan of Arc was the only person only woman who I knew was able to gather up men and march and fight. Other than Joan of Arc, no other woman in history have ever took the chance and was willing to take stake and willing to put stake and claim to a kingdom. But yes, of course there have been women in power. Guess what? If a man has a daughter and he dies and he doesn't have a male heir, it's gonna go to the woman. So I don't know what part of the conversation you want to have, but any woman that has been in power, we see that in this country. We had Kamala Harris, who was low-key almost the president for like the last year or two. But guess what? How was she in power? She was put in place by a man or men. So, I mean, I don't know. See, there you go, Morphine. See, there go the feminists in you. There go the feminists coming out. See, those are feminist talking points. Women in power. I never said a woman would never have power. I never said a woman can never have a power. Shit, I had a female boss on my job. I had a female manager. I never said women can't be in power. But guess what? At the end of the day, even when there's a woman in power, she was always put in place by a man who was greater power. So, I mean, that's neither here nor there. But I gave y'all hour 30. I did my job. So, I said, listen here. And she says, we have this conversation in another show, but I could definitely win that debate. Morphine, at this point, I have to be honest with you, your debate chips are just about expired with me. And I have to be honest with you, I don't debate with women, I educate. But I do love to have a fun conversation. But I have to be honest with you, I think you trying to debate me, you might as well just go ahead and give it up. We ain't win one yet. But I appreciate your candor. But that's another feminist. That's another sign of feminism too. Why you want to win a debate or win a debate? You know what I'm saying? This, you can have your opinion, not just have mine, right? You feel me? But hey, see, I'm telling you, that's the inner feminist in you. That's one thing, y'all. Just remember this before I go. The woman in the Black community, even a good woman, even a woman that we love, to some degree, if you listen to how they talk, some of them have a little bit of that feminist indoctrination in them. Man. If you just listen to how your mom talk, listen to how your sister talk, listen to how your girlfriend talk, listen to how your side chick talk. it's to the point that I make sure I don't even, talk politics with female family members or even girls that I'm dealing with because, yeah, because at the end of the day, like they're gonna just show how feminist they are in one way, form, or fashion. Now, more contentious media says we never had an official debate. Look, and we're never gonna have an official debate. I'm not gonna sit down here on the podium and sit down here and debate with you. I mean, it'll be really no to the point because I'm an educator. I don't sit down here and debate anybody. If you do want to have an official debate, you better put some money on it. Put some money or some honey on it. You know what I'm saying? I don't debate people. Like Cali West, you know what I'm saying? The Cali West Miami show is not even about debating people. I say my points. If you want to debate me, you can debate me in you can debate me. Shit, you can debate me by sending me a super chat. You feel me? But I don't debate nobody. I say my point. I say what I gotta say, and I get up out of here. Now she says, "Why do I have to be a feminist to challenge the logic?" No, you don't have to be that's the thing. You don't have to be a feminist to challenge the logic, but anyone else who is experienced, right, can see the feminist in you that was even a feminist question in itself. That was actually a feminist statement in itself. Because what logic are you exactly challenging? I mean, you're clearly showing anyone who knows a feminist can clearly see that you're acting like a feminist right now. Because guess what? Because we could have just agreed to disagree, but the fact that you keep on going, that's something that a feminist would do. Like keep on going and going. And guess what? You can't help it. So this is just facts against facts. What facts? I mean, at this point, just my opinion, you're showing that you're being a feminist. Now she said, but that's not the definition of feminist. Oh my God. So now, so basically, I have to go by the clinical definition of feminist. No, you're acting like a feminist. First off, feminists challenge men. 1, 2, feminists challenge men and don't even have an actual point to even stand on at this point. But like I said, once again, y'all, it is Cali West. I do thank y'all for tuning into another episode. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you're feeling this shit. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Even if y'all feminists or not, I still love y'all, and I appreciate all y'all boys for tuning in. All right? So I catch y'all on Friday. Peace out, y'all. Stay safe.